Hey guys, welcome to the next episode, and today we're going to fit the Avalon Tyro metal sights to the Core XO handle. The Avalon Tyro sights are from Wales Archery, and they're $13.95. Okay, so they're mid-range sight. The other sights I've got for the other bow, they cost like £8. So these are a little bit better. They still do the same function, same job. It's all about getting your shooting more accurate and stuff like that. Sorry I haven't posted for a while. There's been a few reasons that I don't particularly want to go into at the moment. Right, so as you've all seen the Core XO before, this is the magnesium handle. It's a lovely bow. So I have already taken my screws and my Allen keys out of the packet. So what you want to do is, first of all, is get your screw and just feed it through just the first couple of mil of the hole, because even though they've already got the screw thread on the inside, that goes on before they paint, so it can have a bit of paint on the inside and it doesn't want to go through as easy. I just screw it in just a couple of mil just to make sure there's no paint on the inside, so you end up with it looking like that so far. Okay, now these fittings are slightly different to the Cartel, very slightly. Okay, still the same principle, everything from start to finish, but on this one, my other one, the numbers face towards me, but on this one the numbers face away from me, so it's a little bit, just a tiny bit different, but still very much the same concept. Right, so let's get this open. Well, it's already open. Let's just get it out of the packaging. Try not to drop it like that. Okay, and then we'll take everything down. Right, okay. So the first thing you want to do is, see the circle? You want to unscrew that. Slide it off. I reconnect it just a tiny bit and set it to one side. Okay. Then you want to undo the numbers from this bit. Be careful though, because you've got two washers on there, one of them being a split washer, and you don't want to lose that. Right, again, I reconnect them so I don't lose any vital parts. Set that to one side also. Then you're left with the shaft piece. As you can see, it says Avalon there. Focus. It says Avalon there. Nice little patch on there. Right. So you start off with this piece with the circle on. There's also a little plastic washer on there that you need. Right. So when you set that piece down, set it down screw up. Okay, align your sight housing with the screws, holes. Get your first screw in. Get your smaller of the two Allen keys and just give it a couple of turns, just so it beds in, because you still want to be able to move the sight housing so you can line up the second hole. So you still want it a little bit loose like that, look. Line up your second hole. Try not to drop the screw. Line up your second hole. And just a couple of turns so it beds, so it's bedded in. Okay? Right. So that bit's on, and then tighten up completely. Okay, so that piece is completely tightened in, and that's what it looks like. Okay, you then get your sight arm, and as you can see, it's V-shape, and that's the housing. It slides in. I like mine quite long. Okay. Screw that in nice and tight, and that's what you're left with. Okay. Right. The next piece with your numbers on. Okay. Right. So, without losing the washers, so make sure you keep hold of the washers. Now, the end on this tapers off a bit, okay, at the end, whereas the one at the back is completely flat, right? So the one you want at the front is the bit that tapers off, right? Because inside there, here, it tapers off a bit as well, so it's more flush and easier to hold in place. Okay, so again, without losing the washers, right, with that's it, they're in. Right, so it's in. It's just home a little bit. It's not quite lined in. Right, she's in. Get your Allen key. Now they do provide you with most of the Allen keys for this. Right, but there's a couple on the back that are even smaller than the one they give you. So it's always handy to have a little Allen key set in your archery kit. I think I picked this one up from Poundland or Pound Stretchers or somewhere like that. It's just a cheap one, you know, but it's always handy to have an Allen key set in your bag to make sure you've got every eventuality covered. Right, so that's it, stop moving now. Right, so that bit's on. Right, next bit is your actual sight. Right, so make sure when you put your sight on, your dot, which is just there, the red dot, is actually facing upwards. Okay, as you can see, there's a little round circle. You want that facing upwards, which means you have to turn it like so. Like that. That's how you want it, and you slide it on. Unscrew all the bits. And you slide that on like so. And if you move it like that, as you can see, it actually screws it in and screws it out. And that is also, so say if you're shooting and you go into the right, you want to shorten it so it brings you more left. And if you're shooting and your arrows are going left, you want to adjust it like that, and that moves your sight right. Okay, so that's what that little nozzle's for. And this little one is just to, when you adjust this piece, so you can have it, you unscrew that little piece there, and you're able to adjust it to facing up. That's upside down, or that's the way I prefer it, to have the little nozzle pointing up. Okay, so that is that all set up. Now I shoot at number 8 conventionally, so you slide it down so the base of your assembly there, your sight, is on number 8. So that is just, this is how I set mine up. Other people do it differently. So that's where mine sits, there, and that is your sights set up. I am a little, this is a new sight to me. I've never used Avalon sights before. Now on my other sight, it's fixed, there's no movement in it, and this, as you can see, there is a lot of play. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a little trick. Right, so you get your Allen key, like so, and you remove the screw that houses that section, right? Remove that, remove it completely like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave, did not want to do that, so there was two washers on there, so my plan was to remove the one washer and leave the split washer on there, right, and just use the split washer instead of the two. So I've got that little bit of extra bite going through the whole site. There you go, look. There you go. Just by removing that washer, it's a bit more sturdy. There's no wobble there, okay? So just by removing that one little washer, it's giving it a bit more stability, no more wobble, okay? So if you find that when you're setting up your sites, there's too much wobble in it, it's normally because there's not enough bite between the site and the extension bar. Okay, so just remove one of the washers, keep the split washer because it will stop it from undoing. Okay, you go perfectly, no rattling, nothing. Okay, it's just giving it that bit of extra bite in the actual site itself. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's how you apply your sites to the Core XO. Very nice sites, actually. I haven't done a review on these yet, so I'll do a bit of that now. So these are the Avalon Tyro metal sights. Like I said, they're $13.95 from Wales Archery. Pardon me. And yeah, so you can buy them at archeriesgear.com, or any good archery shop will stock them. So yeah, they're nice. They're all black. Got the Avalon symbol down the side and the Avalon symbol in the screw handle. It's got a red dot there. So yeah, they're a nice little sight, and they don't break the bank. You know, like I said, there is cheaper ones out there, like the Cartels that were $8.95 when I brought them. They're probably a bit cheaper now, probably £6-7. But yeah, the only thing is, when you've got metal sights, it does make your handle a little bit heavier, just a tiny bit, you know, because they do weigh a bit. But you know, they're a tidy little sight. I mean, I know guys at my archery club where their sights cost more than their bow, you know, because their sights can be really expensive. But yeah, start off small until you're experienced enough, and then you know, spend what you want on sights. I've seen sights for £300, you know, and they all do the same job principally. It's just that they're different metal and they weigh less, and they're more competition level sights. When when you're just starting out, $13.95 or $8.95 as they were when I brought them isn't going to break the bank. So yeah, that's what it looks like once it's all attached together, and it's a lovely. I can't wait to this bad weather to disappear and get back to shooting. So this is going to be the last video through till January, and then I'll be starting up again every fortnight, and I'm gonna redo a couple of videos that I've already done, like the my dad's Hoyt Eclipse, because back then I wasn't confident enough to do a decent review of the equipment, whereas now I'm more confident and I'm going to redo them and do them better. I still record on my phone, and just, you know, I'm not very technically minded and I don't want to be doing editing and stuff like that. I'm just happy doing what I'm doing this, you know. So I didn't get to 100 subscribers before Christmas, but hey ho, the channel is growing slowly, and yeah. So please like, share, subscribe and all that good stuff. Send it to a friend, and just Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all my followers. And yeah, I'll see you in the new year. If I can get a video out before January, I will, but haven't ordered anything for a while. I am saving up for a new handle and limbs for you guys to see. But the whole set combined is like 200 quid, and that's just for the handle and the limbs. So, you know, I'm stepping it up myself. I'm going on to buying better equipment for the videos, so you guys can see what more expensive gear looks like and how it feels and stuff like that. So that is in the pipeline, but again, like I said, I've got to save up to get it, because, you know, to bring that stuff in. So anyway, yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Ciao for now.